This is Tim Thorne with Paisley 360, and I'm glad that you are joining me tonight. I'm trying this new Facebook Live deal out. I'm hoping that I'm doing it the right way. But tonight I just want to share with you a very nice style tip. Some of you guys are beginning to really get into the flower lapel, and I have a couple of them. And I have my mannequin here that's I'm going to use to just show you how to secure a flower lapel. Now this particular one actually have a pin on the back, almost like a safety pin that you can just attach right on the lapel. And one thing to really keep in mind when you do put on a flower lapel is to make sure that it's not down in this area. You always want it to be almost parallel between, or not parallel, but kind of positioned between your collar button and your first button on your shirt. That's a good point. And also another reference on this particular blazer in particular, because it has somewhat of a peak lapel wide collar, aligning it about the same distance there. But let me just show you a couple of little tricks. These are very, very popular. The ones with the stem that have the closure at the end. Now, one critical thing that you don't want to do is when you put on the flower lapel, guys, one of the things that I really don't like seeing is when you are threading it through and you bring it back through the actual blazer, and you put the end tip on the end like this. That to me is not a really good look. That's probably something that my grandfather would do. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here's what you do to make sure that your flower lapel stays secure. I thread it through the blazer, and one of the ways to secure it is I will thread it a little bit through the back of the fabric to secure it. Let me get on this side. To secure it. If you can come in just a little bit closer so they can see what I'm doing, how I'm just threading it just a little bit through the fabric of the blazer. And if you notice, you don't see any more of the pin, but right here, if you can see, I threaded just through a couple little portions of the back of the blazer. And that way, it will keep your lapel pin very secure. It doesn't matter if you're taking it off or putting the blazer on throughout the day. It'll keep it very secure there with not any issue. Now, let me show you another way that you can secure the same type of lapel flower. I'll put that there. If you put it through, and you may not have time to really try to thread it through the back of the blazer, you can just get just a piece of Scotch tape. Scotch tape. Tear off a piece and just take it and secure it that way. And there you go. You'll have a secure flower lapel that will stay in place, even taking the blazer on and off throughout the time that you have it on. So I hope that those little couple of tips will help you to get that more polished look. And I want you to stay tuned, because I'll be sharing a whole lot more style tips to get you the look that you need to be fashion redefined.